Okay, everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have some news for everybody. Um, I have tried to film this video now 3 times, and the first time I didn't do anything really. It just wasn't my favorite. I was like, okay, I'll just restart and we'll go from there. And the second time, my computer ran out of storage, and in the process of trying to move my old projects and some older pictures onto my external hard drive, my audio and video both got deleted from my computer. I can't find them anywhere. No, I did not accidentally move them to my hard drive. They are just gone. So, that said, here's what I've done just recently. And this was going to be my storage room. Pretty much right now, it's just this open, basic structure down here. And as you can see, I've started working on planning out the second floor. But I think I'm going to knock those out one block this way, much like I did on my house here, how everything's out a block there. I'm going to do that there as well. Let's go in here and sleep, and then I'll show you the downstairs. So I think it's important to note also, before I show you the downstairs, that while I was filming that second try, I noticed some pillagers right over here, and the village is right beyond there. You can see it with my head turned this way. And I'm really hoping that they didn't make their way over there. I had killed one of them. The other two I felt, I think there were like 4 or 5, but I felt really unprepared for them, so I didn't go to get them. But, and I haven't been over to the village because I'm kind of scared that I won't be able to fight them or I'll kill the wrong one. But let's go down here into where the actual storage will be. So I want to do this 2-story kind of build, and it is going to go back further than this. I think this was just kind of my basic structure that I was making at first in here to dig out. I want it to be 2 stories. This part down here where there are currently what looks like stairs, that is going to be open, and the stairs are actually going to be on the sides here. I think it would be really cool to make this little section up here a trophy area, to have all of our pickaxes that we've used displayed, and possibly the end dragon head and egg. Those kinds of things can go over there. That said, this area will be open, and we will have more area for storage all throughout here. I am planning, I think, on leaving this little bit just as deep as it is, and then it will go deeper as we go on. I haven't completely decided yet. I know I've used this design previously, but I can't remember exactly how I built it the first time, so we're gonna just go ahead and try to finish that. I know previously I had talked about wanting to do a mill house with a wheel on it for my house. I don't actually want to add a wheel there anymore. I think it would look better over here with our storage room. It's closer to the water, and I think it'll be cool to find a way to pipe in the water so that it will run over the wheel, and it will hopefully look a little bit more mechanical, like it's actually moving. I am just expanding the wheel 1 block as well, because I think it looked a little bit weird. There wasn't a perfect center to it, and that's not what I want. I would love to have a perfect center. So I'm gonna try, let me see. Yep, so then I just need a, oops, oh my gosh, one of these. and one of those. And then that block should be perfectly center. Obviously there's nothing up there. I'm going to make that whole wall cobblestone and the andesite and gravel. That's the mix that I have going on kind of there, just to break it up a little bit. So I did go and collect a bunch of wool the last episode, and that's what I think I want to do for the next level. So I think we should go up there, and let me fill this in with cobble really quick. I'm always okay with like detailing things later, versus having them completely detailed as I go. But as you can see, like that wall does not have any andesite or gravel in it, and it just looks very flat. The rest of them do. This wall, I'll have to go back in and bring in some more of that andesite and gravel. However, I do want to start with the wool here. And I'm just going to go ahead and build it all up, and we can decide where we want the windows in a second. Oops. Oh, geez. I do want this section to be not on the second story. I just want the, oh, well, that would be helpful if I had more stairs going up here. I just want the back of the house to be going up to the second story. I don't know what we're going to put in here. I was thinking hopefully a villager. I don't know what kind. Maybe a fisher. We also maybe could just use this one, not for villagers at all, and just for our own enjoyment and our storage. That's completely fine with me. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna fall first. I'm gonna fall before I do anything. You on fire? I don't hear him anymore. Oh, I see him, kinda. Okay, well that's okay. Let's go ahead and sleep. And we'll go back and resume the roof. It's dangerous building out here. But in the other videos, I was talking about how a couple of you had recommended Optifine to me, and I just want to thank you guys so much because I had completely forgotten that Optifine existed. I've used it before, but it's been a really long time, and now I have it, and I think the game is running a lot more smoothly. I still am getting some lag spikes occasionally, but let me know what you think. I did turn the clouds down to be just normal, because I think that might have been what was causing the lag spikes earlier. We'll see. Just the kind of a combination between the clouds and a couple other things. But let's go ahead, and I think I kind of like that. We do need to build the front of the roof over here. I need to see what I want to do with that, but let's do the flooring for up here for now while I can. That way we can carve out the windows and see what we want to do on the second floor. I used spruce on the first floor. I think I'm going to do that again. It does look like we have plenty. Also, there were a couple of you that had recommended that I do my builds on camera instead of doing them off camera. So I apologize that I can't 100% deliver on that today just because of the footage that got deleted. However, I'm trying this now. I don't know if it's going to be too slow paced. If it is, let me know. I'm a fairly slow builder. I kind of enjoy taking my time. And no, don't shoot me. The skeleton wants to shoot me. No, sir. Yeah, let me do this and then we'll go take care of him. I kind of like to take my time in building, and I really like to think about what I'm doing and what I'm putting into my builds. Okay, so I think I'm just kind of going to go with a basic roof style here. I do want to have a little place for a lantern hanging off, but I do want it to also just be more normal looking, not anything too extravagant. I think I might do slabs though, here, going up. That might be kind of cool. I don't know. Let me see, actually. We'll see. I think I like that so far, but we'll go ahead and go through with that. I also, another thing, is I really think I have a hard time talking while I am building. And to me, that's okay. It just feels awkward for me to do that, if that makes sense. Okay, now I need to remember how I did it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was obviously one out. That one's right on top. So I did the first one out from that slab, third one. Okay. So the first one, a slab, and then another slab. And then we're going to do those just because it makes sense to me. Okay, easy enough. And then we've got to do the underside detailing, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard. Pretty basic stuff here. Okay, cool. I like that so far. And then for the roof on this side, I don't know what we'll do. We're going to have to kind of figure that one out as we go. But I do really like how this guy has some of that, oh, where are we going? Some of that spruce wood in there. Kind of ties it all in together. That one is really heavy looking on spruce wood, and this one has that bit there. You can kind of see the one block floating on in there, but that's okay. For now, we don't need that. Let me make sure it looks okay from the inside and it doesn't look really wonky. Oh, actually, it looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. Just random. Randomly placed blocks. Cool. And then we'll figure out kind of how to separate these two. I'm probably just going to put a wool wall up there as well, just so that it all looks the same on the second floor. And this one, like that wall, is not going to be out at all, like the rest of them are. So, and that's okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep the cobble around it. I kind of like it, but it's also a little bit weird. We'll see. Let's go ahead and carve out some of these windows. I want to do just kind of some cute little ones. Okay, so now we need to work on the roof of this section of the build. And oh, let me grab that block. That's driving me insane. And I do want to do something similar to what I did down here. However, I want it to kind of mirror this. So I do want one that's just like this right above it, and then I want this to act like a completely different structure. I don't know if we can pull that off. We might not be able to, but this one does have this little structure here. So I'm thinking if I can go in like this, and we're going to make this whole first row just the dark oak. And then let me go one off of the wall on this side. And then we can do one out here and a slab. I like how that looks. Maybe we'll do 2 or 3 slabs. Another stair, another 2 or 3 slabs, and then we are back at those 2. So I wonder if what we should do is, should we do 2 of them? Because it's not going to be even. So 2, let me try that. I like that so far. I really do. So now, and I'm just going to go under here and place these. And then what we're going to do is, let me see, because that looks pretty like even to me. It might be even a little bit over. In which case, that's okay. We'll just get rid of that middle level. Let me go over to the other side though, and we can start on that one. Okay, so I did mirror this roof up here, and it's a little bit lopsided just because it's not an even space, because I did bump out that wall one, and then the roof starts 2 blocks in earlier, I believe. But we're going to go ahead and figure out what we want to do for this second part over here. That's where I need to put the piping. So I think if I can work on a roof that will be good to go right there, that I can then work piping into that looks like it's bringing water up, and then washing it over there, over the wheel to make it look like it's working. That's the best plan of action right now. Okay, we're here. Everything seems good. I see some villagers over here hanging out, so I think that they're doing just fine. And I want the wall to go around the whole village. However, I think I'm going to cut off some of this pathway here. I know that it has some planks on it, which could be a good setup for fishing. However, I think it would even be better if we just brought it out into that dock there. So I'm just going to do maybe a 3 high wall all around this place. And that should be high enough to keep everybody out. I think that over on this side of the village, because that sheep, I had given it a haircut a really long time ago. So I think this side of the village is definitely too far for any little updates to happen, which is good. I don't want them to be really close to the house just in case we're working on it or working on a build late at night, as we have been in the past. Okay, so as I was exploring this way, I ran into this hole, and also there's one back here, I believe. Yes, right here. So there's 2 little holes and kind of a bunch around this area. That one and this one are obviously a little bit less deep, but I think it would be really cool to make piles around here looking like, oh, we've already dug through those, and then having our main one go down here. I think that would be really cool, and I really was inspired by Gemini Tay here in taking her already made whole idea from her 1.16 survival Let's Play series. So I'm going to go ahead and just dig down here, and then in the next coming episodes, we're going to make a whole mine here and make it look like we're actually using this area to mine right behind the farm, which should run up and around kind of that way. So I'm going to see you guys as soon as I'm done, and we'll continue building the fence to the village. Okay, everyone, so I dug all the way down here and I dug 3 wide just to make sure I could get enough cobble. We ran into a lot of veins of this red, what is that? What even? Granite, yes. My least favorite block in the game, I think. And then I dug all the way down here. I want to make this all pretty on the sides because it's going to be leading down to our strip mines. And this is not as big as it's going to be. I only have started one little strip down here, and this is everything that I found mining, mostly. Some of this, like these up here, the diamond pick and the bones, were not down here when I came, but I did find some lapis, some redstone, iron ore, no diamonds, although I am at level 12. Um, but mostly we have a full inventory of cobblestone, and this should be helpful in completing that fence. We do have to go up there to complete it, but when I was coming down here, I noticed that all of these, or this big hole that came down here, which is up that way, leads to a bunch of other caves. There's one over there, a bunch over here, and I came over here to light it up just so that it didn't get too many monsters spawning. But I have not explored any of these directions. Here's a zombie coming to greet us over here. Hello, sir. Sorry, but you're toast. There is some lava down here, so I'm really curious kind of to see what's over there, but that'll be for some exploring in another episode. For right now, though, I think we're going to go back upstairs. I thought that this area, really quick before I go, I thought that this area would be nice to have a little base for to set up mine carts, especially since I want to make this the main mine. There's a lot less lava down here, which will be helpful. But to set up mine carts and some storage down here just for mining, a bunch of pickaxes, everything that we could ever possibly need. We might also build our super smelter down here if we eventually will need one. Let's go back up. Let me see. And I only have this pickaxe left, so I think I'm going to use this to get back up. I did make stairs. I don't know where they are. Maybe over here? Yes. Okay, so I did make some little temporary stairs that we can use also with the minecarts to bring that up. But I do want to put an easier way to kind of get down there, especially since it's not too far from home. Okay, everyone, so I have finished the wall as much as I felt was necessary at this time. It doesn't seem that the pillagers came over here at all, as I mentioned previously, and they were in the water. So the wall wraps all the way around the village except for this front part here, and also over here. It ends back by the water and their dock, the village dock, over here. So I think what my plan is, at least for now, is to make when we make the official wall, to have it stretch and build a bridge over this little water place onto this island, which I think could be kind of cool, and then also have another bridge going from this island over to where the wall ends on this side. I think that would give us a really cool entrance into the village via boat. And I think what could be cool for a little bit of defense would be to add little turrets out here to shoot at anything that would be trying to get in the village. I don't know if we can make that work in the water as much as I would like to. However, it would be cool just for aesthetic purposes anyways. So I do want to head back to the house and get going kind of on the plan for the storage room that is actually underneath the mill house there. I think it would be really cool to use a design that I've used previously And as you guys have seen, I've dug it out quite a bit under there and started working on a plan. However, we are going to need glowstone for it. And I don't want to really build it up in this episode, but I think it would be kind of cool to get at least all of the chests that we need and maybe some flooring for it. So let me see how much wood I have here. I do have all of this spruce wood. I am not convinced that I won't need that for future builds, but we can always get some more. Let's go ahead and build this up. I don't know how many chests we're gonna need. That seems like a lot, but I bet we're gonna need a lot more than that eventually anyways. So now we have 28. I am gonna just bring these down here. Oh, okay, come on, puppy. Okay, I am gonna just bring these chests down here. And again, we're gonna beautify this area a little bit in the future. I need to get some more acacia wood. Stop. Stop. Play with your toy. Okay, so now I have the 28 chests, and I am just gonna put them down here on the sides. We can organize these later always and move them around as we please. This is not at all how I want them to look in the end, but I think, ooh, actually I'm gonna put this on the side in case we need to expand this. But I think it's gonna be kind of cool just to have them in here so that we can start setting materials aside for other builds. Okay guys, so as I'm moving this, I see our wandering trader friend is back, and they do have slime, so I think we're going to grab some of that. I also want some of the red sand. Let me see though how many emeralds I have, because that's a little bit steep. I have 13, so I think we'll be okay grabbing just one slime. Let me check. Come here. And okay, I think that red sand is going to be pretty crucial for us. So I'm going to just leave it at that for now. With him, let me put a couple of these things back in here and pick up these guys. Oh, you should drop another one of your leads. Please, I don't really want to have to keep buying them from you. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay guys, so we're pretty much organized in here. I've moved everything out of where I had it in the chest up above ground. I am going to put some water down there so that we can get in and out easier. But right now, and I want to make sure because I forget how you craft an enchanting table. But I think that's going to be our last step in this video, is to craft that. Let me see. 4 obsidian and 2 diamonds and a book. So I only have 3 obsidian. However, I know that that portal over there is full, but maybe there's some obsidian on the ground that we can collect. So let's go and do that really quick. Look, yes, okay, there is one. So let's go ahead and break this. I don't like that sounds. I'm not going into the nether today. Okay, perfect. So we got that. I'm just going to replace that there. Let's go ahead and do this as soon as we can before night sets. Oh, look. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in our little next to use blocks chest. I do have stuff to improve our village, worker blocks, and things like that. Also some things like the horse armor. We need to build a stable. I wasn't sure what to do with the TNT, but this is just to remind me, okay, we're going to start enchanting soon. We are going to put the books there because we need them, and then we need to add lights onto our houses. All of that, though, is going to be happening in the next episode because we are running out of time here. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little bit slower paced than the last two just because we had done so much exploring and so much in the first two episodes. I wanted to kind of take a break and have a nice little build with you guys. Obviously, we're not completely done yet, but we will get there. We do need to go into another next episode to fully complete this storage base, and I hope to see you guys next time.